Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight on the news, as many of our schools face a shortage of teachers, a career fair today could help hundreds land a job.
And speaking of our schools, the lunches your children are eating there could be changing soon.
But first, we do have some breaking news to update you on tonight. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Hazardous material crews with LFR have been at the old Goodyear plant in Northeast Lincoln now for hours.
The plant, now known as Conitech, has hundreds of gallons of chemicals that were spilled. Lincoln Fire and Rescue asking people to avoid a 1-mile perimeter of the building. Channel 8's Macy Meyer is live on the scene with what we know so far. Macy?
Well, that's right, Rod and Megan. Still a very fluid situation here at North 56 and Fremont Street. They evacuated the building hours ago out of precaution, but now they're really just trying to get this mess cleaned up. I'm going to step out of the way so you can kind of see what we're looking at here. LFR says they've got the spill contained to one section of the building. Right now, their estimate is that somewhere between 500 and 1,000 gallons of a flammable chemical was spilled around noon. We did have one worker tell us off camera if the spill had been ignited, well, we could have seen a pretty big fire. Now, as we mentioned, they cleared the building and asked the public to avoid a pretty wide area around that building. LFR says while there is no threat to the public, there may be an odor in the surrounding area.
Certainly at this particular point, although we may get some smells here and there, and members of the public may smell some weird chemical smells in the area, the readings that we're getting right now aren't indicating any unsafe areas anywhere around outside of our little isolation zone and the plant fences that we currently have.
Now, the biggest reason they're asking people to avoid the area at this time is so they can get fire trucks or hazmat crews in and out as easily as possible so they can get this all cleaned up. And again, very important to note, while there may be an odor in the air, there is no threat to the public. Now, of course, we're going to keep you updated if there's any major changes on this situation. We'll do that on air and online at KOKNTV.com. Reporting live in Lincoln, Macy Meyer, Channel 8 News.
Macy, thank you very much for that live report and for staying on the scene there, getting the very latest details. In other news now, students graduating from college with a degree in education find themselves in a good spot when job hunting.
As the teacher shortage continues across the country, Channel 8's Ariana Martinez takes us to a career fair for future teachers at UNL.
We may be in a teacher shortage, but today's education career fair may be the start to change that, as over 350 students packed into that room, speaking with over 66 possible employers.
The turnout is amazing, so we're really hopeful we'll find some future Norfolk Public Schools teachers.
Not all school districts were from Nebraska, giving these future educators options for their life after college. One school district came all the way from Alaska.
We found over the years that the Midwest produces hardworking, common sense people that when you ask them to do something, they don't say, well, is that in my contract? They just jump in and say, what do you want me to do?
If conversations go well, UNL students have the opportunity to leave their resumes and possibly fill open positions at these schools.
So far, we have about 15 positions that we're looking to fill. It is early in the hiring season, and we know retirements are still coming in, so I see that number increasing a little, but we're also beginning to offer contracts. So as we're offering some, we're still out there searching for others.
With over 350 UNL students about to graduate and enter a field struggling to find good workers right now, I asked where their passion comes from.
Becoming a teacher, you're not really in it for, you're not in it for the paycheck, we all know that. You're in it for the kids. So what gives me the passion is just being in the classroom every day, seeing the changes I can make, seeing the growth that the kids make. I think that trumps everything.
Part of attaining your degree in education is student teaching, giving these students a first-hand look at what they're getting into.
We've all done the work. We all understand what it means. We've seen it firsthand, and I think everybody here is ready and willing to put their work in. So.
Organizers said turnout was better than anticipated, and some of these students may be getting a job offer before graduation. Reporting in Lincoln, Ariana Martinez, Channel 8 News.
You might be wondering, what is the average starting pay for a teacher in Nebraska?
Of course, it depends on where you start out, but the state average is around $37,000 a year. But here in Lincoln, for a new teacher, it's nearly $47,000.
Now to COVID news. Announced this afternoon, the mask mandate has been extended for Lancaster County. It will now go until February 25th for all indoor places. The mandate was set to expire this Friday. The COVID-19 risk dial is remaining in the red or severe level. The good news, though, over the last 3 weeks, the number of cases have dropped locally by more than 70%. The bad news, hospitals continue to struggle with capacity and staffing shortages.
We're all anxious to put this surge behind us, but right now, our hospitals still need our help to relieve some of the strain they continue to experience. And it's important not to remove preventative measures too soon, only to lose the ground we've gained.
While hospitalizations remain an area of concern, the community's positivity rate has dropped also to nearly 16%, but health officials would like to see that number go below 10%. Starting next year, your kid's school lunch could look a little different.
The Biden administration announced updates to school nutrition standards for the upcoming academic years to make school meals healthier. Channel 8's Alexis Kineski has the details as we cover Lincoln Tonight.
LPS, we've been lucky. We've kind of been ahead of the curve in the child nutrition scenario.
Proposed milk changes and more whole grains is what the USDA is pushing for in schools across the country, something LPS says they're on top of. In fact, they're taking it a step further and will be introducing more plant-based entrees this year and next because they're seeing an increased demand for that in the district.
Some of these things kind of revert back to the Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act that came out about 10 years ago that promoted lower sodium intake, whole grains, and increased fruits and vegetable offerings for the students.
This comes after LPS has seen a dramatic rise in food costs and supply chain disruptions. That has in fact changed not only what they serve, but how. The district recently started switching out their meals every 3 weeks instead of 4.
And allowed us to really focus on the foods that we were able to procure and kind of stay away from the foods that we weren't always receiving on time.
Reporting in Lincoln, Alexis Kineski, Channel 8 News.
Time now to the man of the hour, John. Another beautiful day you have dialed up for us. A little breezy, though.
Well, yeah, there's always one person out there who doesn't like it, right? Yeah, this afternoon we made it into the low 60s. It was a little breezy at times. We had the winds gusting upwards of 40 miles per hour, which is what we had suggested would be the case as we've gone through the day today. We did make it up to 62 degrees today in the capital city. Taking a live look right now from here at the station, you can see we've got clear skies outside. Temperatures falling back just a little bit. 59 degrees right now in Lincoln, 57 in Beatrice, and 57 degrees in Aurora. Winds still gusting out of the northwest at times to 30 to 35 miles per hour. Those winds will begin to ease once the sun sets, which, by the way, sunset this evening is at 5:53 p.m. You can see winds still gusting as well around the state. And because of that and the dry conditions that we have, a red flag warning does continue for about another 52 minutes or until 6 o'clock this evening, as burning is not advised outside, again, because we've got a lot of wind and a lot of dry conditions out there. For the rest of this evening, pretty nice. We'll see clear skies, 53 degrees by 6, down to 44 by 8, and only 42 degrees by 10 o'clock tonight. Another seasonally mild morning coming our way for tomorrow, and temperatures remaining on the warm side. Where is winter? Well, we'll take a closer look at that in my Storm Alert Team forecast.
All right, thank you, John. In international news now, tensions remain high between Russia and the U.S. and its NATO allies as world leaders continue to seek a diplomatic solution to the Russian troop buildup on Ukraine's border.
The president of France traveled to Ukraine today after a 5-hour meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin yesterday. ABC's Elizabeth Schultze has the latest.
High-stakes diplomatic efforts to prevent a Russian invasion of Ukraine continue. In a face-to-face meeting in Kyiv, the presidents of France and Ukraine emphasizing a path toward de-escalation, as Russia has massed more than 100,000 troops at the Ukrainian border.
Our desire for the following weeks and months is for the situation to stabilize and for us to be able to re-engage through new mechanisms of guarantees.
French President Emmanuel Macron admitting a diplomatic solution could take months, and it's still unknown if Putin wants one. But in a glimmer of hope after a 5-hour meeting Monday, Macron said Putin told him he would not escalate the crisis. The Kremlin denies a diplomatic deal was secured, but confirms its troops will leave neighboring Belarus when its military drills there end this month. But Russia is continuing to increase its massive presence of troops and military hardware on Ukraine's borders for now. President Biden is reiterating his threat to impose severe economic penalties on Russia if it invades. That includes blocking the Nord Stream 2 pipeline that brings gas from Russia to Germany, a move Germany refuses to publicly endorse.
There will be no longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring an end to it.
On Capitol Hill, lawmakers say they're nearing an agreement on a bipartisan bill to impose sanctions on Russia if Putin chooses to attack.
The only way to have it stop is for us to speak with one voice, clearly, letting Russia know that the consequences would be devastating for them.
And those consequences that he was just mentioning wouldn't just affect Russia or Ukraine, but also here at the gas pumps. Fears that Russia could cut off its oil supply in response to sanctions are contributing to higher gas prices. The average price for a gallon of gas in the U.S. is now $3.44, up about 8 cents from a week ago.
Well, the geopolitical tension is fueling some concerns that Russia could react to potential Western sanctions by withholding crude oil from the already tight marketplace. And that's causing crude oil prices to rise even more.
7 states saw an increase of at least 10 cents in just a week, and drivers in Michigan were hit with a 15-cent increase in recent days. Still to come on the news tonight, the Oscar nominations have officially been released.
And there are some surprises. We'll have that story in your full forecast right after the break. Don't go away.
I'm Jeff Fortenberry, and I approve
countdown to Hollywood's biggest night is officially on.
The Oscar nominations are out with some surprises, and it'll be showing right here on Channel 8. ABC's Morgan Norwood is in Los Angeles with a look at the contenders and their reactions.
Movie lovers unite. It's the theme of the 94th annual Oscars. Tracy Ellis Ross and Leslie Jordan unveiling the nominees.
Here are the nominees for Best Picture.
This year, 10 films up for the coveted title of Best Motion Picture, including Dune, King Richard, and West Side Story, making for a diverse set of contenders. Up for Oscar Gold in the Best Actor category, acting heavyweights Will Smith and Denzel Washington going up against Javier Bardem, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Andrew Garfield.
This is a stacked category. Denzel has won twice. Will Smith does not have an Oscar, which is crazy to think about. And fun fact, Will Smith actually lost out to Denzel back in 2002.
The nominations teeming with historic feats. Coda star Troy Kotsur, now the first deaf male actor to earn the honor.
I think dreams can come true. I've been dreaming of something like this.
And Hollywood's biggest night could prove to be an extra special date night for these real-life movie star couples, Penelope Cruz and Javier Bardem, and Kirsten Dunst and Jesse Plemons, each received nominations covering all 4 acting categories. Disney's wildly popular Encanto also nominated not only for Best Animated Film, but also for one of its original songs. And no, we're not talking about Bruno. It wasn't submitted to the committee for consideration. Several other Disney films also received nods. Disney is the parent company of ABC.
Now, this year's awards could be a big night for music as well. Beyonce and Billie Eilish both picking up their first nominations. Now, as for the show, this is the first time in 3 years that the Oscars will have a host. Still unnamed at this point, but of course you can watch it live right here on ABC on Sunday, March the 27th. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Dessauer.
Another really nice day temperature-wise and sunshine-wise. We did see some clouds passing through the area at times today, but temperatures once again climbing back into the low 60s. We hit 62 degrees today in Lincoln. That's the first time we've had back-to-back 60-degree days in the month of February since 2017. We still have clear skies outside as we take a live look from Schoen's Roofing in Beatrice back to the south and west. And I'll take you up to Honda of Lincoln in Lincoln. And you can see off to the southwest, again, clear skies outside, a nice sun out there. 5:53 sunset today, 5:54 tomorrow, but by morning we'll see our sunrise happening 2 minutes earlier, so we're actually gaining 3 minutes of daylight tomorrow. Temperature-wise, we've cooled off a little bit. It's down to 59 degrees at the airport, same at East Campus, and just slightly cooler on the south side of town, but still not bad, with temperatures in the upper 50s. Our normal high is 38 degrees, so we are well above that this afternoon. 57 Beatrice. It is 56 in Friend, 57 in York and Aurora, and 56 degrees right now coming in from Hastings. The winds remain out of the northwest. Now, this is looking at sustained winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour. We're still having some winds gusting at times to 30 miles per hour. Red flag warnings continue until 6 o'clock this evening, basically for all the Channel 8 viewing area. And this includes also a large portion of the state. We've got the gusty winds. We have very dry conditions around the state, just from the lack of snow and the lack of rainfall out there. So we will keep those conditions not too good for doing any burning outdoors, so don't do that this evening. Just hang on. In fact, hang on a few days because we're still going to have some windy conditions through the day tomorrow as well. Tonight, we'll see our temperatures dropping down into the 30s, but just like this morning, we're not going to drop very much. We fell to 32 degrees this morning in Lincoln. Tomorrow morning, I think we dropped to 31. 31 in Beatrice and 30 in York. Winds lightning out of the northwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. The one thing we have been missing, though, is any snow so far this season, and because of that, snowplows have been out of service as we've gone throughout much of the winter. We've only picked up 3.7 inches of snow in the capital city. And take a look at this. For the season, we're now nearing 13 inches of snow below normal. And for snow lovers, the next 7 days, not looking very good for the prospects of snow. Both long-range computer models suggesting a big zeros for us. Tomorrow morning, we'll see some sunshine around the area. Look for partly cloudy skies as we go through the day. Temperatures once again getting back up into the 50s as we head towards the afternoon. I'm forecasting a high temperature of 53 degrees in Lincoln, 55 in Beatrice, and 52 in York. Winds once again will be gusting at times 30 to 35 miles per hour as we head towards the afternoon. Notice by noon, we're looking at those 30 to 35 mile per hour wind gusts, maybe a couple isolated 40 mile per hour gusts not out of the question. Once the sun sets, those winds will begin to back down. And long range, we're looking for mild temperatures to continue. In fact, the latest Climate Prediction Center 8 to 14 day outlook going out through the February 22nd is continuing to keep mild, if not warm temperatures across a big portion of the country. That does include the central and northern plains. And that matches up well with my 7-day forecast. 50s as we continue to go through the week. Now on Friday, a front will pass through. 50 degrees will happen probably late morning, early afternoon, then temperatures will start to fall behind that. Notice by Saturday, yeah, welcome back winter because we'll see a high temperature of 33 degrees, but it's short-lived because we're back up into the 50s by Sunday, mid-50s for Valentine's Day, and 50s on several more days as we go through the middle of next week. Coldest high temperatures again coming on Saturday with a high of 33 degrees.
You know, Valentine's Day coming up, usually it's cold. You have to hug your sweetie. This year, you can still hug him or her, but it'd be nice to take a walk or something.
Yeah, and be outside and have a little picnic maybe for Valentine's Day. How many times have you been able to do that with nice temperatures here in Nebraska? So.
And keep in mind that 55 will probably happen by mid-late afternoon, so don't expect it to be in the 50s by 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening.
Okay, maybe a brunch picnic early in the day.
There you go.
Okay, thank you very much, John. A positive day on Wall Street today. The Dow is up 372 points. NASDAQ gaining 179. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
Tonight, as some states plan to end mandates and COVID cases drop, why the daily
W. Herbster, Governor.
Finally tonight, a family rallies on their grandfather's 80th birthday to turn a painful past into a point of pride.
Jeremy Roth has the heartwarming story in tonight's Take a Look at This.
80-year-old Billy Ray Macon has led a full life. This Anchorage, Alaska resident is a former business owner, a father, and even an author. But despite all his accomplishments, something that happened more than 60 years ago has always left him feeling incomplete. That something was a red stamp on his high school diploma that read, "This student met minimum state requirements." Macon felt it undermined his life of hard work and hardships endured.
His diploma was never on display.
Macon's granddaughter Tafina Timpson decided to take action, writing a lengthy Facebook post to the Anchorage School Board District, appealing for a new diploma without the red stamp.
But I just knew I had to be that squeaky wheel for him.
School administrators took it one step further, inviting Macon down on his birthday.
I stepped inside and oh man, I could have fainted.
The school had prepared a full graduation ceremony to present Macon with a brand new diploma, righting a 61-year-old wrong and turning it into a point of pride.
It is unbelievable.
Another unbelievable accomplishment unfolded in the skies above Florida as a pair of brothers successfully completed a small plane flight blindfolded.
He's giving me verbal command, but I don't know where I am.
Parth Panchal and his brother trained in simulators for months, working out a system of commands and emergency protocols before pulling off the amazing feat, which they're hoping may land them in the record books. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
All right, here we are, February 8th, and we're still flirting with 60 degrees at 5:26.
That's right, and temperatures as we go through the evening will be on the mild side. Keep in mind our normal high is 38. By 8 o'clock, 44, 42 degrees by 10 o'clock tonight. Low temperatures only dropping in the low 30s. And guess what? We're back in the 50s again tomorrow.
I like that you use the word flirting in the month of love.
Aww.
That was cute. All right, thanks, John, and thank you all for joining us.
See you at 6.
With the Channel 8 Eyewitness News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand. Closed captioning on Channel 8 Eyewitness News is brought to you by Kristen